All right. Good evening, everyone. My name is Sarah Ustery out of Midlothian, Texas, and I'm joined here with my sister and my mom, Jessica, out of Oklahoma, and my mom, Susan, out of Burleson, Texas. And we're excited tonight to share with you guys about a really awesome product from the Juice Plus company called our Tower Garden. So I'm going to turn it over to Susan first, and I'm going to pull up the slides. So hang on one second. All righty. It's all yours, Mom.
Thank you. Well, welcome to the exciting world of vertical gardening with the Tower Garden. Appreciate that. Sarah, you want to move slide? So the Tower Garden is a vertical aeroponic growing system. Aeroponics use both water and air to produce more colorful, better tasting, and incredibly nutritious fruits and vegetables. The growing system uses a proprietary blend of natural earth minerals to accomplish this purpose. And the founder, the developer, was Tim Blank, and he was the chief horticulturist for the Epcot Land Exhibit. And he's considered one of the world's leading authorities in aeroponic gardening. And it was really great to have him get teamed up with Juice Plus a few years ago so that we could offer this Tower Garden to our customers. Next slide, Sarah. So are you concerned with how fresh your fruits and vegetables are when you buy them? Have you ever thought about how many different fertilizers, pesticides, or other contaminants might be on the produce that you buy? I know I do. Many people feel that buying organic is best and it reduces the risk of that, but it's not 100%. And we know that, it's so much better if we eat local, if we can, and I know people try to get to farmer markets in their local areas during the summer, because when we purchase and consume vegetables that are grown locally, you'll be eating food that is fresher and had a chance of not having to be picked before it was ripe. Because, things get picked way early so they can be transported to the markets. But when it's allowed to ripen, it has more nutrition as the nutrients come in those last few days of the ripening process. So as soon as a plant is removed from its own nutrient source, the soil, the sun, and the water, it will only have what it had at the same, at the time of picking or less. Because we have to pick the food immediately. They pick it and they ship it, and so we're not getting those kinds of nutrients like we have. And we find that the media has really gotten involved with the Tower Gardens now. If you go to the next slide, Sarah, this is a picture of the Tower Garden in Chicago O'Hare International Airport. They're still there. I mean, this was produced a couple of years ago, but I did check the Tower Gardens are there. There's 26 of them, and they're on the Terminal 3 in the Rotunda. And they are the first food farm inside an airport terminal, which I think is pretty cool. And Sarah's going to be in Chicago next week, so I told her when she flies into the airport, she needs to go check it out to see what's going on with those. But these 26 gardens provide fresh produce to restaurants throughout the airport. How cool is that? So, ABC News, CNN, the New York Times, and so on have really gotten involved with more paying attention to the Tower Garden and what's going on. So it's kind of cool. So, with the aeroponics, why do we do that? Well, it uses small droplets of water and hydroponic nutrient mixed with the air to maximize quantity and quality in a very small area. So you can do gardening, on a balcony. I know I've seen people live in high rises and they have them out there on their balconies. You can have it in your patio, you can have it indoor, you can have it outdoor. And what's cool about it, and because I have a Tower Garden that's been growing about a month, is that you can see the roots. They're exposed roots because there's no soil, and they're exposed to get a lot of oxygen, and they easily absorb that because they are exposed. It's really a very interesting process. I'm really learning a lot from it. So we know it uses less than 10% of both the water and the land normally used in gardening. In addition, herbicide and pesticide use is far less than normal gardening because there's no dirt, like I said, involved, and you can control the type and amount of these that you use. I haven't noticed any kind of bugs or anything on my garden. I know some people, because there's a Tower Garden group Facebook page, and we share information, and some people have had some issues, and I don't know what's going on in their part of the country with that. But you can use some of the really organic herbicides and pesticides on there if you have to use those. But like I said, I've been fortunate so far. I haven't seen any kind of bugs or anything on my thing, and everything's growing very nicely. And what's kind of cool is that NASA has been growing plants in space since 1960, and in the 90s, they did some studies that show that aeroponic plants grow faster and more nutritionally than when grown in soil. So it's kind of neat. And I've just been amazed at how fast things have grown in a month on my garden. I took some basil off today. The basil's ready to pull. I pulled some off and I cut it up and I put it in my spaghetti sauce, and it was delicious. And I decided I wanted to taste it. You don't normally just eat basil, but it was good. It was very tasty, very aromatic. So it's fun experimenting with it, the whole thing. And we know that, the Tower Garden is pretty easy to do. It's easy to install. And my husband and I did it, in just an hour or so. It's pretty easy to maintain. Like I said, there's no dirt and there's no weeds. You just put your little seedlings. And I know Jesse's getting started on her seedlings, but I just did my seedlings for about a week till they started spouting. And then I took them out, took the little rock soil together, and I put it in the little pods on the tower, and there you go. And then the water goes through it, and it gets watered about every 15 minutes. And you can grow more than 150 different types of plants. The only exception is you can't do roots. You can't do like carrots and potatoes and those kinds of things on there. But, there's such a wide variety of things that you could put on there. It's pretty exciting. And it's pretty affordable. Depending on the length of your growing season and the amount and type of produce you grow, the Tower Garden will easily pay for itself over time. And most users tell us about 2 years. In addition, the company will offer you no interest terms, meaning your Tower Garden will cost under $50 per month for just a year. So you can pay it monthly. The Tower Garden is designed to work and to last, and it's made out of really a nice material. And so next time you go to the produce counter, you can easily see why the Tower Garden growing system is pretty affordable. And I just went to the grocery store today, and I got to tell you, I bought 2 apples, and it was like $3. The produce is so expensive now, and it's not, it tastes like, cardboard. A lot of it does. It just doesn't taste good. I think with the Tower Garden, it's a lot of fun. I'm enjoying it. Families can participate, kids can get involved in the whole thing. Sarah, you want to move the slide? There we go. So everybody can get involved. And I remember when Sarah put her Tower Garden up, the boys, she took a couple of videos of the boys. And I remember, I'll just never forget when Wyatt said he just pulled some of the lettuce off and he was putting it and eating in his mouth. And he said, "Oh, I'm eating salad. I'm eating salad." And it was fun. So it's fun for kids to get involved, because when they grow their own food, they're more likely to consume it because it tastes good and it's fun. Next slide. We can grow anything in the garden. I have lettuce, kale, I have basil, I have eggplant, tomatoes, and cucumber growing. Those are kind of summery type vegetables. And I just set them up like about a month ago because we got all summer, so kind of a late start. So I think they're going to do all right. But if the weather's chill, I'm probably going to have to move them in a little closer, or maybe put the lights on them. But you can grow just about anything. And I look forward to, when I transition into the home during the winter, the different kinds of things. I really want to have probably more of the different types of lettuces and more beans and that sort of thing. You could even put flowers on them. I saw some lady who had about 3 towers, and one was just full of flowers. It makes a great thing out in your garden to just put the flowers in them. And then she had one for herbs, and then she had one with her lettuces on it. So it's really kind of cool. Next slide, Sarah. We do have a situation in the country because, today's mass-produced fruits and vegetables pack a less nutritional punch. And we have over-farmed our soil, and we have long transportation from, the farm to the market. We're getting apples from Washington, blueberries from Maine. We could live in Florida and get oranges from California. So we know that things are picked green and then they're transported, and so they lose their nutrition and they don't taste good. And you know that when you taste it. Once you taste something from your Tower Garden, how different that's going to be from a store-bought tomato. and what we're tasting is nutrition. And a lot of our fruits and vegetables have lost 5 to 40% of their nutrient content. And that's why we need at least 7 to 13 servings of fruit and vegetables every day. And a serving, they say, is the size of your fist. Okay, I'm not eating 7 to 13 servings of that. And I know it's impossible. So, that's why I came up with another solution, and I made a change, one simple change, to flood my body with powdered produce every day through Juice Plus. And there's no way I can eat the wide variety of fruits and vegetables that you see on this page. It's, when I learned of it, it's just kind of like it's whole food in a capsule or a chewable. And there's just no way that I would eat some of these things. I don't even know what they are. I don't know what a bilberry is. Do they sell bilberries in the store? I mean, there's just some things on here that I would never eat, but these things have a nutritional punch that you're just not going to get from other kinds of things. And so, I kind of got involved with this trio blend here about a year and a half ago. I had a heart attack 2 years ago, and the doctor said, I need to start paying more attention to my diet. I have to kind of make some changes in my lifestyle, and struggling trying to figure out how to eat better. I really hadn't paid that much attention to nutrition, to food. I mean, you just eat because you got to eat. But I really hadn't become a student of nutrition. And I got introduced to the Juice Plus a few months after the heart attack, and it just made so much sense because there's no way I can get this in my body, and I know that my body needs it for my heart. And I'm just looking at a couple of videos today about the importance of nutrition to the heart health and keeping all of the veins and everything open and clear so you don't have clots, because at our age, in my age, blood clots are a serious thing. You could have a stroke, and you could be debilitated. So after I'd started on the Juice Plus, I went to the doctor after about 2 months, a cardiologist, and he was very happy with my blood pressure. It was the lowest I've ever had, and I've always had a problem with my blood pressure. We talked about what I was doing in terms of my nutrition, and he said, well, keep doing it. And he said, I'm going to take you off one of the medications, which was really nice because I would love to get off the other couple of medications that I have to be on because of this heart attack. Put heart stents in. They want to keep them open. So you have to take, blood thinners. You have to take cholesterol stuff. And I want to get off of those if I can. But, that's kind of Juice Plus, it's changed my life in that regard. So Juice Plus and my Tower Garden, I'm going to be great here in another month. So I'm going to transition this over to Jessica, who's going to talk to you a little bit more. Jessie?
Yeah, so one of the reasons why many of us have chosen Juice Plus is because it is the most widely researched nutritional product in the world, with over 35 peer-reviewed clinical studies. So, wow, not many nutritional products can claim that, but Juice Plus can. And those research studies have proven that Juice Plus is absorbed into the body, reduces oxidative stress. It supports a healthy immune system, and I know that's a hot topic right now with the talk of flu season coming on, and does many other things, including cardiovascular wellness, like Mom was talking about, and supports healthy skin and gums. So there's reason behind why we've chosen this. And if you think about it, you really are what you eat. And having the ability to grow what you want, how you want it, when you want it, makes it possible for you to put, that farmer's market right on your porch. It's fun, it's simple, and it's tasty, like Mom's saying. And I know you'll enjoy getting to pick, your live lettuce and other produce to consume immediately. So, what could be fresher than that? Good health is definitely worth it. And in a study, the Tower Garden actually had a 30% higher yield of produce and the nutritional equivalents to fruits and vegetables grown in the best soil. So this is an amazing fit for the growing movements of farm to table, eating locally and organic. And I know many schools are jumping on board, and we have, there's actually school curriculum for the Tower Garden. I know Sarah was talking about earlier how they recently got some Tower Gardens into schools, and we're working that angle too. I have a lot of interested people. So if you want, if you're viewing this and you want that information and what potential curriculum you could share with the Tower Garden, we would love to share that information with you. And on that next slide, here's a picture. Mom referenced her Tower Garden. This is what hers looks like right now. Just a month in, right? 1 month. I just started my seedlings yesterday, so I'm really excited to see what they do. Levi is too. My son Levi is really excited. He's ready to plant them already, and they haven't even sprouted. So in a Tower Garden, what's included? So a growing system includes 5 sections and the base, which is where the water and the nutrients are pumped throughout the tower. It comes with a timer and a pump, and the tower holds 20 plants in net pots. And then you'll also get a seed starter supplies that include non-GMO seeds such as basil, beefsteak, tomato, bell pepper, cherry tomato, cucumber, eggplant, and gourmet lettuce seeds. That also includes a germination tray, 20 wool rock cubes. That's what you put the seeds in, and then you top it with vermiculite and you water and watch it grow. Set it in a bright, sunny place and watch it grow. Then you also get the mineral blend and a pH test kit. And of course, dedicated customer support and growing resources to help at every stage of your garden, Tower Garden experience. In addition, there's resources on Facebook user groups. There's awesome videos. There's a website and also a blog. So there's lots of information out there telling you what to plant based on the seasons, help and support on the Facebook group of, if you're having issues or what to do, you can post your information and photos out there, and you'll get responses from really experienced tower gardeners. So I'm definitely going to need that. So reserve your Tower Garden. And, everybody wants to know, how much is this, right? I call it a long-term investment. And even Mom was talking about how it can pay back. If you are trying to eat healthy and buy that produce out of the store, but it goes bad before we can even eat it, which happens to me all the time with lettuce and salad, how much are we throwing away? Why don't we make that investment in a Tower Garden and recoup that cost and get to eat healthy as well? So the Tower Garden is available for purchase. It's $525 plus shipping, or like Mom said, you can do a 12-month installment. What a great opportunity. And that's just $45 per month, which includes the shipping. And they also have the family bundle, which is 3 Tower Gardens put together. That would be a great opportunity for a school. I think you would save a little bit of money on this. I haven't done the math, but it's a little over $1,500 with shipping. So how cool is that? That you could do 3 Tower Gardens at once. And imagine, you couldn't eat that much lettuce. I know I couldn't. I would definitely have to share. So this would definitely be good for schools, in the Tower Garden school programs, do year-round gardening, move outside, inside, have student and parent involvement, increased health and nutritional awareness for those kids, which is just education, right? And providing a solid foundation for the kids to play an active role in making healthy choices. And we all know our kids in this nation need to learn what making healthy choices is. So what an amazing way for us to give that to them, and having the school sponsor Tower Gardens for their kids. So Tower Garden, the Tower Garden complements Juice Plus. We see the Tower Garden, in this business, and it fits the mission statement that we have with Juice Plus, is inspiring healthy living around the world. And today, Juice Plus is the largest selling product of its kind in the world. It comes in capsule or chewable, soft chewable form, and the complete, which is the shakes, is a leader in the nutritional beverage industry. So the Tower Garden just supplements what we're already doing, right? Juice Plus, the gummies and the capsules are bridging our gap, but then the Tower Garden helps us continue, right? They're just bridging the gap to what we're not getting, and then the Tower Garden is just what we need, right? And then also Tower Gardens, you can grow everywhere. They're sustainable. They're accessible solution for gardeners and farmers alike by growing vertically with less water in virtually any space. Everyone has a system to grow fresh, nutritious fruits and vegetables, and it totally brings a new meaning to local, because literally you're growing it in your house. So you can grow just about anywhere. And then, like I said earlier, it expands our ability to meet our mission, which is just inspiring healthy living around the world. It works in tandem with our products perfectly. So with that, I was going to send it back to Sarah. She's going to show just a little brief video that has a lot of great pictures of current Tower Garden farmers and what they've produced out of their towers. So we just want to thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. If there's anyone that has any questions, we definitely take those now. But if not, get back with the person that invited you to this call or to watch this recording. You know, and just know that Tower Garden gets people growing, literally. So thank you guys for joining us.
Thank you guys.